Nikola Tesla was an inventor, an innovator, and a genius. He was a catalyst for world modernization. His inventions helped to revolutionize the world of electricity. His work is the foundation of many of the power systems that still run the world today. His creation of the polyphase system and his improvements of alternating current turned the tide on the future of electricity. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. In order to understand the significance of all this, let's go back to the beginning.
Nikola Tesla was born on July 10th of 1856 in what is now modern-day Croatia.
He was the son of Milutin and Georgina Tesla. His father was a priest in the Orthodox Church, while his mother stayed home, which was common for most women in the 1800s.
In her spare time, Tesla's mother invented small household appliances, which might have contributed to Tesla's interest in inventing.
Tesla's educational career also had a heavy impact on his later endeavors. After attending primary school, Tesla continued to study at the Graz Polytechnic University for 4 years. While at university, he attended a demonstration of a dynamo acting as a motor. This gave him the idea for an alternating current motor.
After graduation, Tesla worked as a telegraph engineer in Budapest, and later worked for the Continental Edison Company in Paris and Strasbourg. During this time, he privately worked on prototypes for some of his later inventions. And in 1884, at the age of 28, Tesla immigrated to America.
On June 6th, Tesla arrived in New York City on Ellis Island. Once in America, he continued to work for Edison. He started out as a basic electrical engineer, but quickly advanced through the company, until he was even redesigning Edison's direct current generators. After about a year of working for him, Tesla decided to part ways after he was refused his rightful compensation for the improvements he made on the direct current generator.
After parting, Tesla established his own electric light and manufacturing company in New York.
He soon developed an arc lighting system. However, he unfortunately lost his rights to the design. He was not discouraged by this, and it was not the only invention he had been working on at the time.
An important event in his career and a turning point in the history of electricity was Tesla's creation of multi-phase systems, which dramatically improved the efficiency of alternating current, or AC electricity.
In an interview with Dr. Finn, a curator of the electrical collections at the National Museum of American History, he explains Tesla's contributions to AC.
Develop what we call multi-phase systems, and this makes the alternating current more efficient. This made a significant difference in generation of electricity, and I'd say that now it becomes efficient to generate alternating current and use it over long distances.
While Tesla had a brilliant mind, his electrical lighting company never really succeeded. So in 1888, he partnered with George Westinghouse in order to commercialize AC. But the commercialization faced strong opposition from Edison, who ran his entire empire on direct current.
Edison was the champion of direct current, which was the standard of electric power at the time. Until then, direct current was really the only option for lighting electric lamps. That is, until Tesla and alternating current entered the ring.
Alternating current has the ability to flow in both directions, unlike direct current, which is limited to one. After Tesla's improvements, it could be stepped up to high voltages, making it more efficient across long distances. Currently, polyphase electrical power is the most common method. It is used by electrical grids worldwide to transfer power. Polyphase systems work well because the phases cancel each other out, resulting in a linear and balanced load. Because of this, the conductors can be smaller and less expensive. It can be transmitted over longer distances without losing strength. Gradually, the benefits of AC help it to gain a solid foothold in the world of electricity. With AC electricity gaining popularity, Edison continually tried to discredit Tesla's work. He publicly electrocuted stray cats and dogs, as well as other animals, to display the dangers of AC, and even went as far to kill Topsy the elephant from Coney Island Zoo in front of a crowd of more than 1,500 spectators. To counter Edison's slander, Tesla publicly demonstrated that AC was safe. In his demonstrations, he would allow hundreds of volts of electricity to pass through his body. and even would light electric lamps without using wires. This showed that he remained unharmed and was never in any danger. These demonstrations and counter-demonstrations went on for several years. This came to be known as the War of Currents. Finally, at the 1893 World Expo in Chicago, AC won a major victory over DC in a culmination of the War of Currents, when Tesla and Westinghouse were chosen to provide power and light for the fair, instead of Edison's company. This was a great victory for AC, but it didn't end the war. Edison refused to switch to AC and continued to provide DC power his entire life. But in 2007, Con Edison switched to only providing alternating current, ending 125 years of direct current service. Many modern scientists and historians see this as the end of the War of Currents. At the time, the efficiency of alternating current was a great improvement. Tesla's work began to make electric light more widely available for the use in homes, businesses, and factories. The spread of efficient electrical power began to eliminate unwanted darkness. Electrical lighting extended the usable time in a day.
Tesla didn't invent electric lights single-handedly, but his work on polyphase systems helped make them a more achievable, affordable, and efficient possibility.
It's true that Tesla's greatest achievement was alternating current, but it was not his last. Tesla continued to have new ideas up until the day of his death, and he continued to invent and patent his ideas for much of his life. He was granted approximately 300 patents total. Some of those patents cover the Tesla coil, telegeodynamics, automatons, X-rays, remote control devices, radio transmissions, wireless communication, radars, laser technology, and bladeless turbines. Unfortunately, on January 7th of 1943, the inventing ceased, when Tesla died due to heart complications at the age of 86 in his room at the New Yorker Hotel in Manhattan. Nowadays, Nikola Tesla is not given much credit for his works, but in his time, he was known as the Wizard of the West. A fellow engineer, Mr. Behrend, once said, "Were we to seize and eliminate from our industrial world the result of Mr. Tesla's work, the wheels of industry would cease to turn, our electric cars and trains would stop, and towns would be dark, our mills would be dead and idle. His name marks the epoch in the advance of the electrical science. From that work has sprung a revolution."
Modern historians know him as the genius who lit the world and the man who invented the 20th century, and according to the Tesla Memorial Society of New York, he is one of the great men who diverted the stream of human history.